Hi. Everybody has had the very uncomfortable and often embarrassing experience of having been caught with their pants around their ankles. The thing is, usually pants around ankles are preceded by mistakes in judgment, mistakes in execution, and often there's not a single mistake, but a whole series of smaller ones that precipitates that airy and uncomfortable outcome. I'm Greg Hain of the Hain Coaching Group. This podcast is about helping you prevent those experiences, and in it, I'm going to answer questions you've asked, questions that you haven't asked but should have, and otherwise share some ideas that are designed to keep those pants of yours buckled firmly around your waist. So let's see what I've come up with for today. You know, it's interesting to me, but a lot of times when we discover that we're standing there with our pants around our ankles, we say to ourselves, how did this happen? And and that certainly has happened to me. But I'm reminded of a sign I saw many years ago. As at least some of you know, I used to be a commercial roofing consultant. And one of my clients here in Iowa, when we moved to Iowa 23 years ago, was a pork processing plant. My memory is they were killing 15,000 hogs a day. And in the maintenance office, the director of maintenance had this sign that would have been like right back here, right behind his head. So every time he sits down, he sees it. And it says, in the life of every problem, there is a time when it's big enough to see and small enough to easily solve. So when you're standing there with your pants around your ankles and you're going, how did I get here? The answer is you weren't paying attention. So how do you pay attention? How do you find these opportunities when they're big enough to see but small enough to easily solve? We're all busy. And it's a fair question. And I want to introduce you today to a very, very effective tool that will help you. I used to be an EOS implementer. For those of you that don't know what EOS is, go to eosworldwide.com. They'll be glad to explain it to you. I'm a big believer in EOS. I no longer implement it because it just didn't fit my business model for what I was trying to accomplish at that point in my career. But I have a high regard for it. And so it's a series of business tools. It has nothing to do with a specific industry. It's really well designed for people with at least 15 people in their office and maybe up to 250. They have a toolbox of specialty tools, and one of those tools is called a clarity break. And this is really about how to prevent pants around ankles. So the idea of the clarity break is that you make an appointment with yourself, you block time, and you do this with regularity. Whether you do it once a week for an hour, once every other week for 2 hours, once a month for half a day, whatever. And then you go someplace. So if you normally go to Starbucks for coffee, go to a different Starbucks, or go to an Einstein bagels, or go to the library. Go someplace that is completely out of routine, and what you take with you is a fresh legal pad and writing instruments. And when you get to that location, what you do not take with you into wherever you're going is your phone or any technology. You leave that all in the vehicle. And so you go into this place and you sit down, you put this pad in front of you, you put a pen or pencil in your hand and wait. And pretty soon, words will start to appear on the pad. And what will appear may be some problems you're dealing with, or maybe some opportunities. And then as you look at them, ideas will come about how you might address these. It's like magic. And it works. And the thing is, to be serious about this, I use this a lot myself, and I come up with all sorts of opportunities, solutions, whatever, that I just wouldn't get if I wasn't doing these things. these clarity breaks. They'll do the same for you. Now, what I've discovered as an implementer is trying to get people to do these is really difficult. We are all busy, and most of us feel like we're too busy. I find it interesting that many of us are too busy to do it right the first time, but we've got enough time to do it right the second and third time. Or maybe we've got a problem that we saw 6 months ago, but we were too busy to take care of it, and now it's turned into a raging beast, and it's going to take a lot more time to clean it up. I've been there too. But take some clarity breaks. They'll help. Hope that helps. And if it does, you might decide to subscribe to the Paths Around Ankles Prevention podcast, where we have more little tidbits like this that can help you. Have a great day.